Welcome back to Worst Take, and welcome to the ultimate fast food chain bracket. Of course, we have the burger region, we have the chicken region, right? The two main regions you knew were coming, but we also have a pizza slash sandwich bracket. There wasn't enough for each of those to have their own bracket, but I also felt like there were too many to leave them in the wildcard bracket. And then we do have a wildcard bracket as well. We had the people on the Worst Take Central Discord, link in bio to join that if you want to vote on the next one. We had them vote and they ranked the restaurants for us. So we did not put this together. We are going to be the judges though. We are going to be the judges deciding who is truly the best fast food chain. It might look a little different for us right now. We're not on the couch anymore. Zach has moved to Texas. We're remote as of now for the foreseeable future, but hopefully one day we can be back in person once again.
Hey man, $4 ain't gonna cut it. I'm just saying. $4 ain't gonna get me back to Arizona,
those TikTok checks don't do much, but hopefully that's why we need to grow the YouTube. So if you're here on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Anyways, let's get to it and let's start with the burger region.
I should have ate dinner before we did this. Jeez.
I didn't manage to eat dinner either, I know. The 1-seeded Five Guys versus the 8-seed Culver's.
Five Guys got the 1 seed?
You guys cannot blame me. I am not the committee this time.
Why was that your reaction?
Yeah, Five Guys is good.
Because that's not the best burger. That's not the number one fast food burger.
I mean, that's what we're here to decide, guys.
I wouldn't have put Five Guys on number one. However, I would prefer a Five Guys burger over Culver's, so I'm going to go Five Guys.
All right, that's what I thought. Look, man, this is basically a 5-on-1. Culver, he's nice, but come on. It is a 5-on-1, man. I'm taking Five Guys, of course.
Culver has a lot to offer when you think about its size, the custards. Yeah, the custard, that's probably the best thing they have. But if I'm thinking about a pure burger that I'm going to sink my teeth in and feel satisfied every time, Five Guys got the meat.
Okay, bro.
Why do we give him a microphone? Every episode he makes me wonder, why do we give him a microphone?
What can he say, man? He just likes Five Guys.
Five Guys it's different for Cam, man.
As much as he tried, let's be honest, Culver's got jumped by Five Guys. And by the sounds of it, Cam might want to too. Anyways, second region. Second matchup, the 2nd seed In-N-Out versus the 7th seed Carl's Jr. / if you're on the East Coast, Hardee's.
Junior got a higher ranking than Culver's.
I didn't decide this, brother.
That double Western cheeseburger, fire.
Culver's is a little limited in their locations. Carl's Jr. just off of volume kind of got the votes there. We're not worried about that. We're worried about this matchup, In-N-Out versus Carl's Jr. In-N-Out's just as fresh as you can get. Some people don't like the fries. I understand that. If you get them well done, they're actually pretty good. But overall,
animal style.
Animal style is pretty good.
Once I got animal style, I couldn't really go back to the regular fry. Honestly, like their fries lacking just a little bit, but I mean, this is an easy choice for me. It's In-N-Out.
In-N-Out's taking it for me too. I mean, it's just as simple as that.
Honestly, that's the main reason why I was sad of leaving Arizona is because there's no In-N-Out in Texas.
There's no In-N-Out?
So,
damn.
They have In-N-Outs, but you're in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, they have like Whataburger.
Whataburger is trash.
I will tell you, we had a Whataburger as an option. You can't get mad in Texas. Whataburger was an option. The Discord decided to leave it off.
You're gonna hurt some feelings.
You're gonna hurt some feelings. I didn't do anything.
Huge out here.
I didn't do anything.
Whataburger's huge in Texas.
Hey, if you want to make Texans, if you want to make your opinion heard, join the Discord. But hey, we didn't do that.
We're gonna take another sweep here. Yeah, In-N-Out's my guy.
Let's go to the 3-6 matchup. It's gonna be Shake Shack up against Burger King.
This isn't even close.
Okay.
Burger King would have been the 8 seed for me. I'm not a Burger King fan at all. Shake Shack, it's just different. It's expensive, but that's the burger that I'm willing to spend $20 for. I'm gonna go Shake Shack.
Shake Shack, it's a lot of money. It's a large investment, but it is worth it. It is quality. It tastes good. I've never had any complaints.
To me, Burger King should not be, out of respect to them because of how popular they are, the 8 seed fine, but like 6 seed, I was surprised. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm going Shake Shack. I think this first round, we got 3 sweeps so far. This 4-5 matchup is going to be a lot closer though. So let's go to that one. It's going to be Wendy's up against, of course, you knew they were going to be here, McDonald's at the 5 seed, which I was a little surprised about.
This is just burgers.
This is overall as a restaurant chain, because we're going like burgers up against chicken later once we move on to the final 4. This is overall as a restaurant.
That makes it tougher. That's tough.
What makes it tough? So
Man.
just off burgers, what's your take?
Off burgers,
Pure
I would have
burgers.
went off straight burgers. It would have been McDonald's, no question. The Big Mac's one of my favorite burgers. However, as a meal, like that faux for the biggie bags, like
So fries, who do you prefer?
fries, I would honestly take McDonald's. But nuggets, Frosties, all of that, I give that to Wendy's. So it's tough, like overall. I'm gonna go with my gut of where I would go if I had to pick. I'm gonna go McDonald's. It's a classic. It's one of my favorite spots, and it has been forever. I do love Wendy's though, so that hurts.
I was gonna say, anytime you would come over to record, you would always be like, "Oh, if I gotta get a quick place, there's a McDonald's close by. There's also a Wendy's close by." Every time it would be McDonald's. I was gonna be surprised.
It was McDonald's, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the opposite way from you, Zach. Burgers is straight Wendy's, clears McDonald's. But the fries, I would give the McDonald's. The McFlurry, I would take over the Frosty. The nuggets are close. What I think this comes down to for me is gonna be who's more consistent at doing what they do. The straight burgers, that's Wendy's, right? But the other stuff, the intangibles, I give the McDonald's. But consistency, that McFlurry machine's not always on. And I need to make sure my guy is always on. So I'm gonna go with Wendy. So Cam, you're the tiebreaker here.
If I'm being honest, McDonald be pissing me off with them broken ice cream machines. Like, come on, it can't be broken every time. You know what I mean?
You can't be 50% out there. You can't be on some nights, off some other nights.
Exactly. But, you know, I actually got through high school off of McDonald's. That 2 cheeseburger, large fry combo for like $4
number 9
was elite. But on the other hand, you got the biggie bag, the faux for faux, Frosties. It's really tough. But I think what it comes down to is, at its best, what do I enjoy more? And if I'm looking at it like that, I have to go with Wendy's, honestly.
Wow.
Honestly, I gotta go with Wendy's.
The
McDonald's
superpower.
out in the first round.
One of the most popular in the game today. McDonald's is a first round exit.
That's honestly an upset in a way.
That hurts. That hurts me.
In a way, it's an upset, but at the end of the day, in our first round, all 4 of the top seeds, 1 through 4, move on to the second round. And we're going to kick off the second round. Wendy's is going to stay in it, this time possibly up against stiffer competition in Five Guys, the 1 seed.
This is easy for me. This is easy. If Wendy's if Wendy's was strong enough to take down McDonald's, I don't see them having any issue with Five Guys, honestly. I mean,
Any issue with the 1 seed? That's a little disrespectful to the 1 seed.
Some teams just don't deserve to be the 1 seed. You know, it's like Gonzaga. Who do they play? You know, like, of course they're the 1 seed. They're in the Western. They're in the WCC. They're not playing anybody. So I think Wendy's is gonna take care of Five Guys pretty easily. I'm gonna take Wendy in this matchup.
I mean, I can see how you would say that as an overall restaurant.
A Westawant?
Westawant? As an overall
Westawant?
Westawant?
As an overall Westawant?
No, I would understand that. Because, you know, Five Guys, all they have is burgers and fries. Your one quick hitter is really good. But Wendy's, he got all the moves. So if I'm rating an overall restaurant, I can go there for different things and have a good experience. God, I can't believe this. The burger is better, but Wendy's is a better overall restaurant.
Wow. Interesting. I was expecting to have to break the tie. If we're going off pure taste, I think Five Guys clears by a lot. The burger's better. The fries are better. If I'm looking for a burger, if I'm going to a place, that's really all I care about. I love the Cajun fries. They're really good. However, when we're considering fast food, I think what also has to be considered when you're building out your roster is how much they're going to cost you. I can't shell out the money to Five Guys because they're not that much above their competition. Overall taste, I would give it to Five Guys. As an overall experience, cost has to be considered. I'm taking the budget option. I'm going Wendy's as well.
I told you, some people just don't deserve to be the 1 seed. I told you.
And they are out in the second round, man. Let's see who Wendy will be facing in the Elite 8. It's going to be either In-N-Out or Shake Shack.
Oh, God. Wow.
This is hard.
I know. At the end of the day, are the fries better? Yeah, I like a crinkle cut a little better. Is their burger better? I don't know. I think they're about the same level for me. I think the milkshakes at In-N-Out are better. And more importantly, I'm not shelling out Shake Shack money when I can have In-N-Out. The burger is just as good, if not better. And the fries, I can get them animal style. I can't get them animal style at Shake Shack. You can call me a homer because I'm from California, but I'm going with my hometown guy. I'm taking In-N-Out.
I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. I mean, it's all valid points. I mean, Shake Shack is super expensive. But if I had to pick, if they said you get one last restaurant and these were my two options, I'm taking Shake Shack. That's a meal I'm willing to spend $20 on. Now, I know In-N-Out's cheaper and the burgers are similar, but I'm willing to spend that money at Shake Shack.
2% better for 2 times the cost? I don't know, man.
Armand, you said the shakes at In-N-Out are better than Shake Shack.
I think so.
Like what they're named after.
I don't care. I don't care what they're named after. I stand by it.
In-N-Out shakes are good, but you can tell it's like chocolate drink that they've like chilled up for their milkshakes. Like when you go to Shake Shack and you have a milkshake, it tastes like a milkshake. It tastes fresh. The strawberries, you know, those strawberries, they were strawberrying. You know what I mean? They have a fresh taste to them. I love an In-N-Out burger. When you talk about consistency, I don't think there's a fast food restaurant more consistent than In-N-Out. The grilled onions, the special sauce, the animal style. But when I think about the entire body of work, the nuggies, the shakes, the fries, Shake Shack is elite. I gotta go with Shake Shack. I'm sorry. And I'm from California. This hurts me. This hurts me. This hurts me.
Disrespectful. I think the judges made a mistake, but we'll move on. We'll move on to the next round.
We also put McDonald's out round 1. What are we doing?
We're going to see who the winner of the burger region is and who will move on to the final 4. It's going to be Shake Shack, the number 3 seed, versus the number 4 seed, Wendy's.
Wendy's has the diversity, but Shake Shack is that next step. It has the same type of selection at a much higher quality. You're going to pay for it, but we're not talking about the fast food you're going to get the most often. You're going to talk about the fast food that's the best. The best restaurant is Shake Shack.
I mean, to me, the cost factors in, but look, as much as I'm upset that In-N-Out is not here in this round, I love Wendy. She has a lot to offer. There's a reason why she made it this far, but yeah, I think overall, I am gonna have to give it to Shake, and we'll have to move them on to the final 4.
He's so depressed.
Yeah, I think it should be In-N-Out, but whatever.
It cheats a little bit because it is more like it's the upper echelon. It's a sit down, but the quality of it, it's top tier. It's like Cam said, it's that next step. If you're willing to pay for it, which I do quite often, so I'm going to take Shake Shack here in a clean sweep.
They are going to be the winners of the burger region. Congratulations to Shake Shack. We will see them in the final 4. The next up is going to be the chicken region. So if you're on TikTok, it should be up soon. But if you're impatient and want to see it now, go check out the full-length version. You know where that is. But for you here on YouTube, full version's already there. So we're going to be here. First up in the chicken.
I already know it's the 1 seed.
Let's see. First up in
Give it to me.
First up in the.
That was him.
First up in the chicken region of our March Madness fast food bracket, number 1 seeded Chick-fil-A versus the 8 seed Church's Chicken.
All right, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Don't disrespect Church's like that.
That greasy,
Don't disrespect.
greasy ass.
My jalapeno and chicken right now.
You don't disrespect Church's. I think their biscuit is the best in the game.
Probably not lying.
Church's biscuit is the best in the game. However, I still love their chicken. Do I think it's as good as Chick-fil-A's? No. Chick-fil-A just has more to offer. You know, they offer salads. They got mac and cheese. They got a versatile bag. They got the frosted lemonades. They got milkshakes. And I think that takes them over the top. There are certain aspects of certain players' game that they just do the best. Kyrie has the best handles. That doesn't make him the best player in the league. Church's that's the best biscuit, but that doesn't make them the best chicken place. I'm going to go with Chick-fil-A in the first round.
But Armand, Church's has food and entertainment. You can get some fried chicken, great biscuit, and watch a fight while you're doing it. Come on now. That's an elite experience. But Chick-fil-A has more going for it. Wider selection, better quality food. You don't get the same entertainment at Chick-fil-A, unfortunately, but you get the better food, and because of that, I'm going to go with Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is one of them ones, man. It really is. It's just upper echelon. It's just one of them ones. But to Church's credit, you can't get Chick-fil-A after church when it's a Sunday.
True. Only going to be there for you 6 days out of the week.
I'd take them 2 days out of 7 if Church's was open every day of the week.
Okay,
I would
that's
still take
a little disrespectful.
I'd take Chick-fil-A.
That's like saying you take Kawhi over Devin Booker, bro.
Not even close. What? No, not even close.
Yeah, I think that's the equivalent. I think we found the equivalent.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, first off,
you're pretty quick with that.
Comparing Devin Booker to Church's Chicken is insane. That's an insane comparison.
I think that's perfect, honestly.
It's not.
I think that's perfect.
It's
Anyways, let's move on to the 2 versus 7 matchup. It's going to be KFC versus, I'm a little surprised to see them all the way down to the 7 seed, Raising Cane's. Nationwide sensation recently, Raising Cane's down at the 7 seed.
I'm a little biased on this one. I don't know if you guys know, I used to work at Cane's.
Yeah,
so
he used to work with Kane, so.
I've seen Cane's, just seen it from the beginning. You know, I work with them from the jump. You know, it honestly, Cane's kind of feels like Devin Booker to me. I remember when he got here and everybody was so excited, and I watched him rise into this national superstar, and he's making national headlines because he is slept on, which is crazy to see Cane's here at the 7, even though it is in the conversation of best chicken. But I mean, KFC's it's good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I respect the Colonel. He's been here forever. It's just a little outdated, man. Even though I worked at Cane's, I used to eat it every day, and I'm low-key kind of sick of it now. I'm still going to take Cane's in this one.
Look, KFC, they got everything. They got, like, burgers. They got
burgers?
They got pizza chicken.
Pizza chicken.
I didn't know they had burgers.
I don't think they have. Do they have burgers?
Well, there's always an A&W attached, so you might as well just put them together.
A&W. Why did you grow up in Canada?
He's not lying. He's not lying.
What?
There's always an A&W attached to them.
Ours was a KFC Taco Bell.
Oh, I've seen those.
But when I want some chicken, when I want that finger licking good, I'm not thinking about KFC. I'm thinking about that Cane.
I'm going to keep my opinion a little hidden now because right now I think KFC's out of its depth. Like you said, the Colonel's a little outdated in his game. The 7 spices, whatever, the 11 spices, I don't even remember. They're not working for him anymore. He needs to rework the recipe, get back in the lab, and work on some things if he wants to have a resurgence. I'm going to take Cane's. However, I'm going to keep my opinion on them till the next round because we might get into it. I'm just saying, Devin Booker's a perfect example because I think you say he's underrated. I think he might be a little overrated. We'll see. Let's go to the next one. This is the toughest matchup of the group in the first round. 3 seed Popeyes, 6 seeded Dave's Hot Chicken, the new kid on the block, the rookie of the year already in the conversation.
Oh, we're gonna hurt some feelings.
I told you, this is the toughest matchup of the first round. Popeyes, I think in any other matchup for me, probably gets through, honestly, in almost any other matchup. But I am a huge Dave believer. I think he is going to be one of the best in the game one day. And that day might already be today. We'll see. We'll talk about it. If you've had Dave, you know what I'm saying. Pause.
Pause.
Oh, pause. Man. If you've had Dave in your mouth, if you've seen his game, you know what I'm talking about. Dave's Hot Chicken is going to be the pick for me. I'm sorry, Popeyes. Your chicken sandwich is great. I love your fries. Your biscuit is really good. I think it's underrated, honestly. People call it dry. I think it's really good with some honey. I have to go Dave's. Everything hits. The chicken hits. The fries hits. Fully polished game and some of the best quality you'll get. I'm going Dave.
I'm not mad at that. Honestly, I'm really not. Dave's Hot Chicken, one got put up in Arizona and it low-key became a national monument. It was busy all the time, but it's worth it. However, Popeyes, when that spicy chicken sandwich came out, it was the first sandwich that I ate that actually rivaled Chick-fil-A's. The fries are good. They have the Hawaiian punch. I don't really see that anymore at restaurants. Everybody's all sodaed out. So for that reason, I'm gonna go Popeyes.
All right, Cam, you're the tiebreaker here. Rookie of the year or one of the established superstars of the game?
Seasoned vet.
This is so tough. I had Dave's like 2 days ago.
It sounds so good right now. I'm so hungry.
It hits.
I'm so hungry.
Every single time. But Popeyes, I mean, that spicy chicken sandwich is pretty dang good. Their fries are really solid. And they got mac and cheese that is not like bad. It's actually pretty good, which I was extremely surprised about.
Who has the better chicken?
Did we not say overall restaurant? Did you not just say that?
I'm just asking.
He hasn't given his answer yet.
I'm just asking questions. That's all.
My point is, Popeyes has a lot more to offer. But when it comes to a dining experience, and the one that I enjoy the most, gonna have to give it to the Rookie of the Year.
Let's go. The Rookie of the Year moves on in the toughest first round matchup we've had so far. Dave moves on to the second round. We'll be facing Raising Cane's, but before we get to that, we got to see 4-5 matchup. Wingstop versus, I don't even know how they snuck this high. If the previous committee was in charge, I don't know if they would have snuck up this high. El Pollo Loco.
Wow.
Hey man, they're chicken. Just because it's not fried, it is chicken.
Do I know what El Pollo Loco is? Yes. Do I go to El Pollo Loco? No. No, it's never been like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, El Pollo Loco.
I like El Pollo Loco. I used to go to it a lot as a kid just because it was a little bit of a healthier option. I just don't think it stacks up to what Wingstop offers with their chicken, their ranch, their fries are immaculate. El Pollo Loco has more varied options, but if we're just talking taste, I'm not worried about health here. As judges, we're worried about taste. That lemon pepper chicken goes crazy. I'm going Wingstop.
Wingstop sandwiches. Oh my God. That little mango habanero chicken sandwich. The wings are fire. They were able to just take it a step further with them sandwiches. Wingstop's one of them ones too, man, that it just hits every time. I've never had a bad experience at Wingstop. I've never gotten a batch like.
I don't know. I've had a batch or two. They're hit or miss sometimes. They are hit or miss. That's what I will say.
Sometimes they done burnt the hell out of my fries, and I'd be mad.
Oh, well, yeah, the fries are hit or miss. I can't even believe El Pollo Loco's up here. Who's going to El Pollo Loco anymore? I don't even know how they're still in business. I'm not going to lie. Wingstop, easily.
I don't even know if we need to spend much time on this, Cam. You got much to say on Wingstop, or you want to save it for the next round because they're moving on?
I don't eat rotisserie chicken that often. Give me Wingstop.
Let's stick with Wingstop, and we'll lead off with you, Cam, so you can give your thoughts on Wingstop because you didn't really get to last round. It's going to be Wingstop up against Chick-fil-A.
See, I mentioned this before. Wingstop at its peak, damn near an out-of-body experience. When the fries are good, the wings are crispy, the ranch is ranching. There's few meals I will enjoy more, but they're not always at that level. Sometimes my wings are hard. My fries are burnt to all hell. It's honestly like Paul George. When it's at its best, it's like an MVP. But when it's not on par, it's way off P. When I think about consistency, give me Mr. Chicky.
I agree with Cam. I think at peak level, I would take Wingstop's game over Chick-fil-A almost every day of the week at peak level. The chicken is better. I prefer their fries when it's seasoned perfectly like it can be, and I can dip it in that ranch. I've never seen any other place replicate what their ranch does. However, those are the two things that they rely on. They're like a 3-and-D player. They need those two things to go right, the chicken and the fries. And I want to say 25% of the time, it's just not there. And so when I can get the consistency from Chick-fil-A, plus the other options that they have, like shakes, like mac and cheese, like salads, even though I'm not, who's getting a salad, let's be honest. I will take Chick-fil-A, unfortunately.
I don't know if I would prefer those fries with ranch over a fresh batch of waffles with some Chick-fil-A sauce. I don't know.
I'm taking Wingstop ranch over Chick-fil-A sauce every day of the week.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not a huge ranch guy, but I'm not mad at that. They're already moving on. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Give me Chick-fil-A in a sweep.
Let's go. Another tough matchup for some of us, maybe. Another tough matchup. Two Cinderella stories happening right now. One of them will come to an end because it's the 6 seed Dave's Hot Chicken versus the 7 seed Raising Cane's. One was a Rookie of the Year a couple years ago. Now this year's Rookie of the Year is in contention. Which one is better? Has Dave already passed him? Let's go to the biased source first. Let's ask Zach.
So basically, I'm picking, you got Paulo Banchero. Soon to make that next jump. Are we considering Dave's the Wemby? You know, is this a generational talent? Or is this like a Scotty Barnes? You know, he's good, but we'll see how good he can be. Is Dave's a Wemby? I don't know. It's not like he's just doing stuff we've never seen before. Wemby's a 7'4" dude doing putback dunks off of his own mystery.
I don't know if we've seen this chicken at this level before.
I'm going to stick with my comparison of Cane's Devin Booker. Personally, I'm biased. You know, I watched it grow from not being here to being here and taking off. You see the jersey that I'm wearing, I'm gonna go with Raising Cane's.
He just did that because he associated him with Booker.
That's
the only reason he did that. Cane's is great. When you think about specialists, guys who do their job, Cane's does it. The toast, amazing. I don't know how they get it so fluffy and crispy at the same time. I don't.
Honestly,
chicken,
it's just butter and throw it on the grill.
Chicken paired with their sauce. Those three is a holy trinity. But is that dining experience on par with the hot chicken and the fries at Dave's? What would that chicken be like without that sauce?
Exactly.
It wouldn't have the same taste.
It's not true.
I can eat a Dave's tender by itself. It's still phenomenal. I gotta go with the unicorn. Give me Dave's Hot Chicken.
I wish I could make this tiebreaker closer, but like I said, we gotta have a discussion right now about Raising Cane. 100% the most overrated in the game today. You don't have the sauce, you don't have nothing. The chicken, I'll give you the Texas toast. I will give you the Texas toast. The Texas toast is good. What about something you didn't even mention, Cam, because it's so bad and unedible? The coleslaw. That's part of the experience is the coleslaw. Nobody wants it.
You can sub it. You can sub it.
You can sub it.
Extra toast.
Well, why even serve it? It's still part of the experience. Their fries, not crispy, under seasoned every time. More importantly, number one in the experience is the chicken. the chicken's unseasoned and the breading doesn't stick to the damn chicken. Two crucial parts, and yet somehow it gets ranked as some of the best chicken. Who's eating this? What taste buds do you have? It has no seasoning, and the breading doesn't stick to the chicken. Dave's actually sticks to the chicken. It's crispy and tastes good. I'm taking Dave's every single day of the week. Get Canes out of here.
I'm not gonna fight you on that. I'm not gonna fight you on that. I'm not. I'm a fan of Dave's Hot Chicken as well. I'm not trying to talk down on him. My preference would be Canes, but I'm a Dave's Hot Chicken fan. I'm fine with that.
All I'm saying is you voted against Dave back-to-back rounds. All right, so you say you're not a Dave's hater. You voted against Dave back-to-back rounds.
That's not to say I don't like them. They're just not my first option.
Well, they're still in the running here, and they're going up against Chick-fil-A.
All right, let me start.
All right, because you voted against Dave back-to-back rounds. Are you really a fan? Because it sounds like you're gearing up to vote against him again.
Okay, hear me out.
All right,
Give me a chance. I know that this does not reflect the love that I actually have for Dave's Hot Chicken because I really do enjoy it. I really do.
I doubt it.
It got bad matchups. You know, if it was like Dave's versus Churches, I would have went Dave's easily.
You said bad matchups. It's won every matchup so far.
It got bad matchups for me. There's very, very few things on this earth that's not like my family or friends that I love more than Chick-fil-A. I had it yesterday and I had it the day before yesterday and I got the same order and it was fire both times. I love Dave's Hot Chicken, I really do, but I'm going Chick-fil-A to move on to the final four.
Look, I think Zach's shown his cards about hating Dave. I think I've shown.
I swear.
I don't know, man. I've shown my cards about being a Dave stan. As much as I do like Chick-fil-A, I really do. Chicken, in my preference, is better. The sauce, I prefer even pause. I like the sauce that is at Dave's.
Okay. Are you like Dave's sauce?
I can't say that. Sauce. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. You guys said that. You guys can say that. I'll give Chick-fil-A the fries, and they have the shakes. They're more versatile over at Chick-fil-A. Dave's doesn't do that, but what I do think they did was perfect the craft of fast service chicken. I'm going to take the Rookie of the Year to take the chicken region and move on to the final four. I'm going to take Dave.
No way.
So, Cam, you're the tiebreaker.
Cameron, don't, Cam. You know better than this, bro. Do not let Armand do this.
Dave's, it does one thing. Chicken and fries. Very bare bones. They have mac and cheese, but that mac and cheese is awful. Chick-fil-A has a wider range of things, but if I had to wipe one from all existence and be okay with what I had left, I'm picking the Rookie of the Year. Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
No.
The Rookie of the Year Cinderella story
this is stupid.
This is moving on officially. It's stamped into the final four. Is the winner of the chicken region.
Y'all just do these next two brackets, bro, because apparently my vote doesn't mean
anything.
Well,
I wanted In and Out. You guys voted In and Out. The Shake Shack's,
we did
Shake
not
Shack's
just
in there.
Chick-fil-A. We did not just get rid of Chick-fil-A.
Hey, you can be stuck in the past. Dave is the Rookie of the Year, and he's coming to take the league by storm.
Listen,
might already be the best player in the league.
I cannot believe we just let Chick-fil-A out.
Hey,
that's wild.
Sorry, he's salty. What
That's
can I say?
not even real.
He was on Chick-fil-A's payroll. Sorry. Let's move on to the pizza/sandwich region of our fast food bracket. We're starting off with an all-pizza matchup. 1-seeded Domino's versus 8-seed Little Caesars.
This is easy. This is so easy.
Is it? Okay.
This might be a hot take. I don't know. Maybe it's
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Domino's is the worst pizza that I've had.
Come on.
I hate Domino's. And plus, Little Caesars, it's not the most glamorous, but it's better than Domino's because I don't like Domino's. So give me Little Caesars.
You know, of all the terrible takes you've had, Zach, this is easily top 3. Might be the worst one you've made. It might be because Little Caesars, it's cardboard. It's cardboard. And the worst part about this cardboard is not that it's cardboard, it's that when you eat it about an hour later, you hate your life and you feel like you're going to explode.
That's exactly how I feel eating Domino's.
Whenever you eat Little Caesars, you know you're going to be sick the next morning. Like, it's a guarantee. You obviously know what I'm going to choose here. I'm choosing Domino's. I like Domino's. I'm not going to say too much. Little Caesars is trash.
I'll agree with both of you. I think I feel bad about myself and hate my life after eating both Domino's and Little Caesars. However, one of them I actually like. The other one, I'll agree with Zach, is the worst pizza I've ever tried. However, I think that distinction goes to Little Caesars. Little Caesars is the worst pizza in the game. I'm taking Domino's. I like Domino's, and they have a lot to offer. They have desserts. They have like cinnamon twists that are really good. But if we're, I mean, talking straight pizza, let's be honest, Little Caesars is ass.
So was Domino's.
Sorry, Zach, but Domino's is moving on.
Well, that's the worst pizza out there.
We're getting the Sandos involved. Let's go to the 2-7 seed. Jersey Mike's versus California Pizza Kitchen. I'll lead this one off. Jersey Mike's is fine. I think it's a little overrated at the 2 seed, but if you get the sandwich right and you go Mike's way, I think there's a lot to like about Mike. But the real reason why I'm moving him on to the next round is because I was wrong last round. Little Caesars is not the worst pizza I've tried. It's actually California Pizza Kitchen. So don't take me as a homer fully California just because I voted for In-N-Out when these two voted for Shake Shack. I hate California Pizza Kitchen. It is so flat. They never put enough cheese. And this is one of the only places that you really can't. I'm sure you can take it out, but it's not like quick service, you know? Get California Pizza Kitchen out of here. I'll go with Mike.
I think I've been there once, twice, maybe, if that. Wasn't memorable enough to go back. I do enjoy Jersey Mike's. It's starting to rival some other sandwich shops that I'm sure we might see down this list. Give me Jersey Mike's on this one.
I will say there is, and look, if you want to get your opinion heard before we reveal what the big snub is, go join Worst Take Central. Link. So go join the Worst Take Central, be part of the community, and you can vote on these in the future to make sure there are no snubs if you think there's a snub here and vote on the rankings. Huge snub in the Pizza Sando region, no Subway.
Wow.
No Subway.
That's exact, bro. I knew it. As soon as you said huge snub, I knew you were going to say there's no Subway.
So
that's crazy.
Is no Subway in the Pizza Sando region represented. They had an off year. All right, they're the powerhouse, but the Blue Blood had an off year and missed the tournament. What can I say,
bro? This is all Jared's fault. This is Jared's fault.
It is Jared's fault. I will tell you, it is Jared's fault. That hurt their branding a lot. But we have two other sandwich shops in the 3-6 matchup. It is going to be Firehouse subs up against Panera Bread.
I mean, I just had Firehouse the other day. I'm not gonna lie. Firehouse is really good. I don't really go there often, but when I do, I'm like, why don't I come here this often? Mm-hmm. But because there's other places like Chick-fil-A that exist that I don't go there that often. If this was a world that we lived in where Chick-fil-A doesn't exist anymore and we had Dave's Hot Chicken instead, I would be going to Firehouse much more often. So I'm going to go with Firehouse.
Panera, their food is fresh, but for some reason, whenever I go, I always think I'm missing some taste here. I listen to the name of the sandwich, I hear what's in it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be so good. And then I bite into the sandwich, and it's like the most blandest, unflavored thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah, it's the same as Cane's.
And the fact that they unalived a man with their supercharged lemonade, yeah. I'm going to steer clear of Panera and go with Firehouse subs.
Unalived?
Yeah, they did. They had too much caffeine in those things, man. I'm going to make it a clean sweep. Panera's like, the pictures look good, but then you go and then you see the price and you're like, damn, that's expensive. And then you go through the drive-thru, it takes forever. And then you get the food and then you're like, damn, that wasn't that good. So I'm going to go with Firehouse subs. A little underrated of a guy. No one talks about him, but that's just because he stays in his lane and he gets his stuff done. So Firehouse subs is going to move on to the next round. And then we got two pizza stalwarts at 4 and 5. Might be the closest matchup. Pizza Hut as a 4 seed versus the 5 seed Papa John's.
I knew this was coming. I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'm going to send you a picture of the last Papa John's pizza that I had.
Okay.
We're going to put this on here, and you're going to see why I made a vow to never eat Papa John's pizza again. Now, it's not his fault. This isn't his fault. This is just an extension of him that came in the form of a delivery driver who felt the need to throw my pizza at the door, and you can tell by the picture of how it turned out. So for that reason, give me Pizza Hut. I'm going to keep it short and sweet.
See, this is tough for me, not because this is close one way or the other, but because I eat at neither of these places. But what I will say is my dad used to get that cheesy crust pizza from Pizza Hut all the time. I remember it being the most disgusting thing I've ever had. That cheese had this like funky taste to it, and it made me sick. I'm going to go with Papa John's.
Like you, Cam, have childhood trauma from Pizza Hut. I have a childhood grudge against Papa John. My school, we would have pizza every Thursday. We had a pizza day. But it used to be Domino's. And their pizza, it was still bootleg. It wasn't their full version, right? Because they had to cater. But it was still good. And then in the 3rd grade, they switched to Papa John's, and their bootleg version of their pizza was ass. And it ruined my day every time, knowing that our pizza days used to be up here, and now they were down here. I am taking Pizza Hut out of my grudge. So Papa John's is out, Pizza Hut, moving on.
Bro, look at the group chat, bro. Look at the group chat. Look at my pizza. Just look at the picture.
That's
Bro,
so good.
I kid you not. I'm sitting in my cousin's apartment, and I just hear a boom. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell? And mind you, his apartment, he's on the 1st floor. He's in like the middle. So there's no like quick turns that you can take to get out of sight. Like you have to go all the way down the hall to be missed. So I hear the boom. I swear 6-7 seconds go by. I open the door. There's nobody in sight. There's nobody. And I'm like, did he really throw my pizza at the door and run?
God.
Like, so I called and I'm like, hey, I don't know who's doing your deliveries right now at this apartment. But this pizza's ruined because I think they just threw it out my door and ran. And the lady was like, she's like, we've gotten a couple calls about him tonight. And I was like, all right, it's not just me then. Yeah, I guess bro was just having a bad day.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. So we're going to stick with Pizza Hut, and another classic pizza matchup. We're going Pizza Hut versus Domino's, and I have a feeling I know your pick here, Zach.
Nobody out pizzas the Hut, man. I said what I needed to say about Domino's already. Give me Pizza Hut.
I already said I was revolted with Pizza Hut's cheesy crust. It's disgusting. Give me Domino's.
Okay, so you guys made it pretty simple. I knew it was going to be a tiebreaker. For me, this isn't close. Something about Pizza Hut's pizza has always felt a little off compared to Domino's pizza. What carries them over the top is their garlic bread. The garlic, not the garlic bread, but the garlic crust. I'm taking Domino's here. So we got a matchup of the pizzas right there. Let's get a matchup of the sandwiches right here. Jersey Mike's versus Firehouse Subs.
I cannot believe Subway's not here. That's crazy.
Hey man, I didn't do it. Take it up with the Discord. Take it up with the community.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair.
You can't blame me. I'm not the committee anymore. I'm just saying
Yeah.
the last committee would have put Subway on this list. They probably would have been the 2 seed. So I don't know that I've seen enough from Firehouse Subs' game, and this is a personal thing for me from a scouting perspective. I don't know that I know enough about Firehouse Subs to say that I prefer him over Mike. So I'm gonna have to say Jersey Mike's.
I really don't eat either of these very often, but if I were to pick out of these two, I had Jersey Mike's a lot when it first came out. I haven't been as much. I've been more on a Firehouse Sub kick as of late, so I'm gonna give the nod to Firehouse.
I don't eat at both of these restaurants all that often. If I had to choose one, it'd probably be the one who's got a more traditional style. Give me Jersey Mike's.
So Mike's going to move on to the Elite 8, and in the Elite 8, we have Mike up against Domino's. So I have a feeling, Zach, you want to kick us off. We know you have hatred for this guy.
You already know. It's not even like Dave's, where I like didn't want to vote against it. This one is I want to vote against it. I don't like Domino's.
I think you don't like
for.
Dave either.
I do like Dave.
I do, man.
Dave knows. Dave knows.
Dave knows you haven't voted for him yet.
Dave just got bad matchups. What can I say?
He won every
got bad
matchup.
matchups for me.
He won every matchup.
Yeah, he knows he's not better than Chick-fil-A. Anyways, that's besides the point. I am taking pleasure in voting against Domino's, and I have a feeling my counterparts are gonna have a pleasure in pushing Domino's through because they know how much I dislike them. But we'll see. We'll see what comes later. But give me Jersey Mike's.
Armand, you want to say at the same time?
Yeah, we can, because I don't have Mike's as much. I'm sorry, but the pizza's good.
This
man.
is crazy, bro.
One,
this is
two,
crazy.
Domino's is moving on. Zach, I'm sorry, but you're a Domino's.
You don't
hater.
even believe that.
Domino's
You
is
don't
good,
even
man.
believe that.
I'm sorry.
You don't
there was
even
no.
believe
There
that.
was
Ours is
Domino's
better.
is moving on out of the Pizza Sando region.
Crazy.
Into the Final Four. But we have one more region left, and that is the wild card region. So things might get crazy. Better tune into that if you're on TikTok. But if you're on YouTube, you're already here. You don't got to go anywhere. Wild card region kicks off in our fast food bracket with number 1 seeded Taco Bell versus 8 seed Dunkin' Donuts. Hey, look, man. Hey, Starbucks lobbied the committee to be in here. We felt it was an obligation to get Dunkin' on the board, and hey, the committee voted him in. So
I mean, America runs on Dunkin', but
I guess
it ain't. This is a little bit out of its element. They're not even my favorite donuts. Taco Bell's clearing through and through.
yeah, Taco Bell just has much more going for it. I also just am completely biased against coffee. I'm sorry, but I hate coffee. I hate coffee with a passion.
Me too. I'm not a coffee guy.
Yeah, so Taco Bell is moving on from me, and is going to move on regardless of Cam's opinion. But let's hear what you think, Cam.
My opinion is both of these things make my stomach hurt. Iced coffee, 30 minutes later, you already know the deal.
That's the caffeine, man.
Taco Bell, you already know the deal.
Yeah, you might just be lactose intolerant. What do you get at Taco Bell? Quesadilla?
Taco Bell
Quesarito.
gonna mess up your stomach regardless. It
The
don't matter.
quesarito? Yeah, he
The
might be.
quesarito.
He might just be lactose
No, I'm not,
intolerant.
because when I eat just
I am.
cheese
I'm
or when I
lactose
drink just milk or eat, I'm fine. But
Ah.
coffee,
Yeah,
I
coffee,
can drink
yeah.
black coffee.
Well, that's the
That-
caffeine.
that-
Yeah, it's the caffeine.
But yeah.
So, but who are you picking?
Oh, right. Give me Taco Bell.
Damn, that was a hard decision for
Sweep.
you. Yeah, I
Clean
mean,
sweep.
it's a clean sweep. I thought it was easy. Cam had to think about it, but
was
Taco Bell
easy. It
will
was
move on. The 1 seed. 1-seeded Domino's did move on, so we got a 1 seed already that moved on. We have a 3 seed in Shake Shack that moved on. And then a 6 seed all the way down there did move on. A Cinderella story that's still alive. Let's see if a Cinderella story can come out of this one. 2-7 matchup. We got Panda Express as the 2 seed versus Qdoba as the 7 seed. A little bit of a sleeper pick that I honestly, when I was setting these up, I forgot about, but Cam was the one that recommended it, and they got voted in. So let's start off with you, Cam. You're the one that recommended Qdoba given a shot, and here they are in the dance.
Qdoba is really solid. They have one in the ASU cafeteria. There's a long line every day for a reason. They're really good. But when you talk about orange chicken, Panda Express has some of the best in the game.
You hear they just came out with hot orange chicken?
Yeah, the spicy orange chicken.
Have you guys tried it?
Whew, no, I haven't.
It's really good. I had it yesterday.
Really?
It's
Is it?
really
Dang.
good.
Well, my mom used to ask me what I wanted for dinner. It used to be like 7 out of 10 times I was gonna suggest Panda Express. It's a childhood favorite. I'm gonna go with the best orange chicken in the game. Give me Panda.
I'm sorry if I'm sleeping, but there was a reason I forgot about Qdoba when I was setting this up. It's just because I never really have it. And you know who I go to all the time? It's Panda. Panda's consistent. Panda has possibly the most things in their bag in the game. There's so many different options you can get, but the one thing that's king, it's so king, the orange chicken, that I almost put them in the chicken region. But they do have shrimp, they do have Beijing beef and all of that. They're a strong contender in this wildcard region, and I'm gonna take Panda Express.
I'm not mad at that at all. I do like Panda Express. We used to eat it before basketball games, and it used to mess our stomachs up. Like, I mean, bad. But there was a reason why we still did it. Like, we knew that was going to happen. We were like, it tastes too good not to go eat it. I'm not too familiar with Qdoba's game. I never went there when it was in the ASU cafeterias because Chick-fil-A was there. I was going to come back to this. I'm going to be upset that
This
this is
dude
gone.
and his Chick-fil-A.
It will
man.
forever. Yeah, Chick-fil-A was there, so obviously I would go
yeah.
there over Qdoba. In this matchup, give me Panda Express in a clear.
So the 1-2 seeds have moved on in this wildcard region. This wild region has not been all that wild so far. I don't know if it's going to get wild on this one. We'll see, but honestly, I doubt it. Number 3 seed Chipotle versus the 6 seed Arby's. I'll let the man who's laughing right now lead off with his vote because I think it's pretty clear.
Goodness. Arby's?
Hey, Arby's got votes. Hey, you want to make your voice
have
heard?
the meat.
If you want to make your voice heard, if you're not happy with the voting,
meats.
if you don't like the voting and you think these rankings are different, join Worst Take Central, make your vote heard, join the community. The community voted Arby's as the 6 seed, man.
I'll say my opinions about Chipotle for the next round and if they get through. But I'm going to take them in this one because why is Arby's even here?
I think it's safe to say they will be in the second round, Zach, because I'm on the same boat. I don't like Arby's. The only good thing there is the curly fries.
Curly fries.
And
Yeah.
honestly, they're not even the best curly fries in the game. Jack in the Box got snubbed off the burger list, but Jack in the Box has the best curly fries in the game. So I'm not going to Arby's for anything. Regardless of Chipotle's portion sizes going down and their prices going up, they're moving on to the next round.
Yeah, Chipotle.
I think that's a good summary of Arby's.
My favorite sentence, bro. What's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Yeah, I think that's a good slogan for Arby's. Is no. I like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah.
No.
Let's go to the 4-5 matchup. Let's see if we can get a close matchup here. Like I said, this is going to get wild in this region. Dairy Queen in the 4 versus, you knew they were going to be here once Dunkin was on here, Starbucks in the 5.
You know, my loyalty lies with Dutch Bros, man. I can't lie to you. Not a big Starbucks guy anymore. They did have those old-fashioned donuts, though. Those were delicious. I gotta give them that. However, the excitement that I get, it makes me feel like a little kid. I'm not gonna lie. When I go and I order my chocolate chip cookie dough blizzard and they flip it upside down and hand it to me, it makes me feel giddy inside. I can't lie to you, man. I'm taking my blizzards. Give me Dairy Queen.
I think just about every kid in their early teenage years grew up on a Frappuccino. That was a go-to, at least for me. But when I think about the blizzards, the tenders, I mean, those tenders at DQ, undefeated. They're great.
I don't know about that. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, the food's okay. It's mid.
There's a reason they weren't in the chicken region. I'm gonna say that.
All I'm saying is I can enjoy myself some Dairy Queen. I'm gonna say no to Starbucks.
The Queen is gonna cause a queen sweep here in the first round over Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks. I was never a coffee person. Zach has made me a fan of Dutch Bros, but that's not because of coffee, but because of their Rebels. And unfortunately, Starbucks does not have Rebels. So if you don't have Rebels, I'm not going. Starbucks is out of here. And Dairy Queen will move on to the next round. And they will move on to the next round to face Taco Bell. I will say, guys, things have not gotten wild in this wild region, because all 4 of the top seeds have moved on. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I really want to shake things up. I really do. But you're not going to get that out of me in this matchup. Taco Bell, it's quick, it's easy. It doesn't feel the best on your stomach. But to be fair, neither does the Blizzard, because I am lactose intolerant. So either way, I'm getting a stomach ache out of it. It's cheaper now with that little online. You can do the cravings box. It's like $6. And it fills you up, honestly. I mean, we all know I don't really eat that much when I do eat. But that's enough for me in one meal. So I'm going to take Taco Bell.
My favorite part, I like eating with, like getting food with Zach, because my favorite part is sometimes he has leftovers and then I get to be a fat ass and eat them. That's my favorite part.
Bro, remember when I tried to dip my chip in Cam's Chipotle bowl?
He's still mad. He's still mad.
He was so mad.
And you thought that would fly. Not only did you try and dip your chip in my bowl, you didn't even ask.
I hurt his feelings with that. He was so upset.
That evening, Zach almost lost his wrists. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, he like smacked my hand.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny. That was good.
That was funny.
I'm gonna be the one to kind of shake things up. Taco Bell, every time I go there, I end up not getting enough food. And then on top of that, my stomach hurts. So because of that, I'm going to go with Dairy Queen.
Going with the Queen? Okay. You got love for her? I respect that. I really do. She's bringing up the women's game for sure. It's a male-dominated sport, but she's repping it. But I can't put her past Taco Bell, man. I'm sorry. Taco Bell has just so many options. The Baja Blast, the cinnamon twists that go with your meal, and there's so many options. The quesarito's good. Their quesadillas are solid. The 5-layer beefy burritos where it's at, and their new cantina chicken is actually really fire. So I'm moving Taco Bell on, and I said all that. I didn't even mention their breakfast is so underrated, dude. They're moving on to face either Panda Express or Chipotle. Cam, I know you have some bad memories associated with Chipotle now after the whole dipping incident of earlier this year. So does that change your opinion on Chipotle? Or are you going Panda?
If you asked me the last time I had Chipotle, I would tell you just about 5 hours ago. That chicken quesadilla, while it is low-key a scam,
High-key.
It hits every single time. They might be stingy, but they are good. Give me Chipotle.
I'll go with your same logic here. You ask me, when's the last time I had Chipotle? I would say, I don't even know. Probably, honestly. I straight up think the last time I had Chipotle was the dipping incident. That's the last time I had Chipotle. And why? I love Chipotle. It's really good. But every time I think of going, I'm like, it's going to be like $17, especially because I like to get double protein.
Big boy.
Look, I'm a big back at heart. What can I say? It's going to be super expensive. Way too expensive. Portion I'm always disappointed with. Even if the food is good, I can't go anymore just because I'm like, I'm going to be upset with what I get. Even if the food's good, I'm upset with the portion I get. I'm upset with the price I pay. If you ask me the same question for Panda Express, I would literally say yesterday, I'm taking Panda Express. It's down to you, Zach.
I get to be the deciding factor, huh?
Yeah.
I get to actually see one of the guys that I want go through. Wow, it's crazy how that works out.
You've had your guys go through.
I have not. Chick-fil-A is
Shake
out.
Shack.
That's it.
Cam has had all his guys go through so far. I'll say that.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of makes me want to go against you. It's just tough. These are all valid points. The portioning, it's gone downhill. It really has. And the price, it's expensive. But if you ask me, what do I eat more? If you ask me, what do I have to pick? The answer to that question is Chipotle. Woo! Now, it's not It's not any disrespect to Panda. I just don't go there frequently enough. I don't think I've had it in a very long time.
That's crazy though.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because at Cronkite, you had Panda was one of your options.
And Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I know. Those are the two restaurants.
So I
had
went
there.
to Chick-fil-A.
That's not Panda's
I went
fault.
to Chick-fil-A.
That's not Panda's fault. The Chipotle moves on, and we get an all Mexican final in the Wild region, all Mexican final. Taco Bell up against Chipotle, and I think I made my voice pretty clear. Chipotle is just way too expensive. Is Chipotle better? Yeah, I think so, slightly. But the portions I'm getting from Taco Bell for the price, the options that I have, and we're considering restaurant overall, they have breakfast, and that breakfast crunch wrap is elite. And I would put it up against any other fast food breakfast straight up. I don't know if it wins that matchup every time, but it's a contender. I'm going Taco Bell pretty easily.
Where was that breakfast consideration when you were voting on Chick-fil-A? Because don't tell me them chicken minis aren't gas. Them chicken minis are fire.
They're okay.
No,
they're okay.
No, them chicken minis.
Look, you need to let it go. That was two brackets ago. You got to let it go one day, man.
Okay, so Taco Bell, it's been in the freezer all day.
What?
It's not fresh. All their meat tastes the same. And my stomach hurts. I don't want my stomach to hurt after I eat good food.
Cam's got a sensitive tummy.
I have a sensitive tummy. Okay? Because of that, I'm going to go with Chipotle.
Zach, your deciding vote again?
These are great options. Yeah. Finally. God, I just need to start going last every time. Yeah, Chick-fil-A still wouldn't be here, but maybe I do need to let that one go. You know, that's gonna sit with me. That's gonna sit with me for a while, man. That's my number one. To Armand's point, price is a consideration, at least for this one. It is for me. I almost got into a fight with one of the Chipotle workers because of portions before, so I've never had to fight any Taco Bell employees. They're always super nice because they know that the food that they're serving is gonna hurt my stomach. I know the food that they're serving is gonna hurt my stomach, but they give it to me and I eat it anyways. Give me Taco Bell.
Taco Bell moves on. We get our second one seed that moves on to the Final Four. In that Final Four, it'll be Taco Bell. It will be Domino's. It will be the Cinderella Story, Dave's Hot Chicken.
Woo!
And it will be Shake Shack. So tune into that if you're on TikTok. But if you're on YouTube, it is right now that Final Four is going down. We're going to do first Shake Shack up against Dave's Hot Chicken. Look, I think I've let my opinion be known. I might be the biggest Dave stan on the planet, and it's for good reason because I have taste buds. He's up and coming. He's rookie of the year, but Dave's that guy. I'm taking Dave every day of the week, even over Shake Shack. Maybe I would have had to think about it if this was In-N-Out, but because it's Shake Shack and not In-N-Out, I'm taking Dave every day of the week. The fries are better, the main is better, and they're similar prices, honestly. So if I'm getting the better food, I'm taking Dave.
I feel everything you just said, but flip-flopped. If this was Chick-fil-A, this might make
I thought you said you let it go.
Be a different conversation.
I thought you said you let it go.
This might be a different conversation.
I thought you said to let it go.
If my glorious king Chick-fil-A was here, we might be having a different conversation. This is because Armand thinks that Dave's Hot Chicken is Victor Wembanyama, when in reality, this is Scotty Barnes, okay? We've seen this before. We've seen his game before. This is not a unicorn. He's not an alien. He was good enough to be good out of the newcomers, but when you stack him up against seasoned vets like Shake Shack, this isn't even close, for me at least. Now, if Chick-fil-A was here, Chick-fil-A would have got my vote 10 times out of 10, but they're not.
Okay, bro.
And because of that, Shake Shack is going to be my vote for this one.
All right, Cam, it's down to you.
I love both the sauce and the flavor profile at Dave's Hot Chicken. I love the options and the quality of food at Shake Shack, but I'm going to use the same logic. If I had to eliminate one from my existence,
laser beam pointed at the earth. Which one's getting wiped off?
To save it all, give me Dave's Hot Chicken.
Let's go. The rookie of the year moving on, much to Zach's disappointment. Where he thinks Chick-fil-A should be is where Dave, the rookie of the year, the Cinderella Story is. Dave is in the final up against one of Domino's or Taco Bell. He's so mad. He's so mad.
This
Domino's. We'll give you some time to digest your thoughts, deal with your anger.
No. I can answer this one easily because we all know how I feel about Domino's.
Oh, that's true.
There's no way that this place should even be here. Oh my God. That is crazy. I like to see Dave win, but like
you voted against Dave every single time. Every single time you voted against Dave. I don't want to hear this fan service.
He's gotten bad matchups.
He's won every matchup. He's won every matchup. You're talking about bad matchups, but
for me, every matchup he's had, I would prefer the other option. That's not to say that he's bad. We know how much I hate Domino's. I can't even believe that they're here. This is like the Virginia team that got beat by the 16th seed. This is like watching them slide through. Matched up against a true blue blood, a UNC, a Duke, a UConn, if you will. This is an easy decision. This is Taco Bell.
Domino's is good. Taco Bell is good. But I don't like my stomach to hurt, man. I don't like my stomach to hurt. I can't be sounding like after I eat something. I can't do that. Give me Domino's.
Okay, that's fair enough. I don't blame you, but some of us are just soldiers that are willing to fight through it, and Zach clearly is. I'm not a Domino's hater. I like Domino's a lot. That garlic crust is amazing, but I think that's just a testament to how good tasting, not good for you, but how good tasting the food at Taco Bell is. We all know the risks. It just has so much to offer. I'm still going Taco Bell, and Taco Bell is going to move on to the final. Zach, why do you look upset?
Because I know how this is going to go. I know how this championship is going then. I know exactly how this is going.
You don't know.
And this is crazy. No. We are not letting Dave's Hot Chicken be our number one.
Regardless of if Zach wants it or not, we are in the final, and it is Taco Bell who just made it through the 1 seed versus Dave's Hot Chicken, the Cinderella story. Cam, you've been on record voting against Taco Bell every round except for the first round. Is that going to change here, or are you sticking with Dave?
What do I want? The best chicken in the game, or mystery beef that makes my stomach hurt? You decide. Exactly. Thank you. Dave's. See, they said it at home for me. I didn't even have to say it.
All right, Zach, you're gonna have to say, because I don't think you were the ones at home he was talking about. I have a feeling where you're gonna go, because you voted against Dave every single time.
This doesn't show how much I really appreciate
you
Dave.
Hate Dave so much.
I don't hate Dave.
How many rounds has that been? You voted against him. You voted Popeyes.
Yep.
Then you voted Cane's. Then you voted Chick-fil-A. Then you voted Shake Shack. Then you voted. We're gonna see where you go here, but I have a feeling we know where you're gonna go. What is that? 5? Was that 5? If he does it. If.
Well, Wendy's is 4 for 4, and Z Woody's 5 for 5. Yeah, of course I'm voting against Dave here, but not because he's bad. This is a solidified veteran. Now I get it. He's on the scene. He's hot. He's young. It's good, but it's gonna get old eventually. But when you think about a guy that's been consistent and has been running this game for years and years and years, and keeps coming out with new things, and it's cheap, price is a consideration. At least it was for Armand in the beginning. We'll see how he holds here, and it might taste better to some people. I'm rocking with the guy who's been there for me from birth to now. Give me Taco Bell.
Both of these guys, I have voted every single round. Every single round I voted for, and every single round, well, except for one of you have voted against these guys. So much to Zach's dismay on Dave's and then Cam's dismay on Taco Bell, these guys are here against the odds. I love Dave. I love Taco Bell. And you were right. Price is a consideration. I'm not willing to shell it out when it comes to Shake Shack. When it comes to Chipotle, the quality of what I'm getting, it's good. It's not 2 times better. Is Dave, the Rookie of the Year, the Cinderella story, 2 times better than Taco Bell? That's the question. They don't have breakfast. That's the truth. They don't have breakfast. Taco Bell does. Do they have Baja Blast? No, they don't. They have regular sodas. But is the chicken 2 times better than the 5-layer beef burrito or the Crunchwrap Supreme or the quesadillas? No, it's not. It is 3 times better, even 5 times better maybe. I'm going with the Rookie of the Year to win it all. Dave's Hot Chicken is the king already of fast food. And Zach has left the building. Zach has left the building. He's back. Me and Cam voted for him every single round. Zach voted against him every single round. Regardless of the Dave hater on the staff, Dave wins. Do you have money against Dave or something?
I don't. He just wasn't the matchup to, like, if you would have put Dave up against Domino's, I'm taking Dave any day of the week. Like, that's an easy matchup for him. He just got matched up against guys that I didn't like, that I like more than him. That's all it was. If this was the one to knock out Chick-fil-A, He deserves to be the champion. I will give him his flowers, although he knows he's not the best one in the game. You guys know it too, but
he's the best in the game.
I
Literally.
Yeah, he's literally.
I admire
literally.
I admire your guys' willingness to push him all the way through. I do. That's admirable. It really is.
Maybe you're just not familiar enough with his game. You will become familiar.
It's not better than Chick-fil-A.
It is better than
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
yeah, it is.
It
Not
is.
better than
It is.
Taco Bell.
It's better than Taco
is.
Bell by a lot.
It
Yeah.
is.
Dave's a champion. And if you want more of these, hopefully in our next one that we do, Zach won't be as upset with the results. If you want to be involved in voting for those, join our Discord. Link is going to be in the description. Join the community. We hope to see you there. We're going to have other stuff because we do NBA trivia. We're going to have other stuff on there that's going to be involved with that. If you're upset with the committees voting on how they were ranked in the first place, become a part of the committee so that it doesn't happen again. Hit the subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it, and we'll see you later.